bringing out a better meat source that is rich in protein. Rabbit meat is a lean alternative protein that is 20% higher in protein than beef and chicken. That's a lean protein, and the meat is actually very rich in protein because there's low fat, very low fat content in rabbit meat. Now, maybe you would like to build a kind of cage like this. I built this particular cage, and I can tell you, it's quite cheaper and better because metal cages are better than the wooden cage. Termites can feed on the wooden cage, it can destroy it, and also when water is touching it too much and it gets soaked, it's going to be a problem later. Maybe you want to transport it, it's not easy to carry. But this one, you can always paint them, you can always paint, you can always adjust it, you can always correct anything that is bad. And also I sell rabbit remains and rabbit feces. I collect them as I explained earlier, and I'm going to be showing it also, the feces I sell in kg, and I sell this in liter. So this one is processed into organic pesticide that when you spray, especially for vegetables, when you spray your vegetable, you're not going to see any pest that is going to affect it because it is very high in ammonia, alkalinic, and it can destroy ectoderm or have an effect on the ectoderm of pests or let's say insects or anyone or crop pests. And also you can use it as a foliar fertilizer. A foliar fertilizer is what you spray on the leaf, and the leaf pods are going to take the nutrients to the body, to the system of the plant, and make use of the necessary macro and micronutrients that are required. And also the feces is also a good source of nitrogen rich fertilizer, rich in NPK as well, and you can use it for compost manure and more. We dry it and then we process it into a better composition of manure. So that's what we do in Legend Farms, and I'm so happy to put together articles. We have a particular goal. We want to recycle everything. Our model is zero waste. We want to recycle everything that talks about rabbitry. We want to reach down to rabbitry and make use of everything that surrounds rabbitry. We are talking about the four. As we all know, maybe many of us don't know, the Angora is one of the animal that has high fur content. This one is not a pure Angora. We did it, and we also have Flemish giant, which is an outside, or let's say abroad. It's widely known abroad for huge huge meat and huge body and high fur. We also have chinchilla here. We have New Zealand, and we have Aila and others. We're bringing everything that talks about rabbitry into something profitable. Their feces, their urine, what other things, their fur, their meats, and their bone. Their bone can be used as a source of bone meal, which is very rich in phosphorus, and then also rich in calcium for livestock like chicken. And many people don't know. They feel like these are pets. They are not meant to be eating them. Actually, we can say they are pets, and we can also say they are not pets. We have the pet breed separately, and we also have the meat type breed. Part of the pet breed, we have the Palomino. Why do we treat them as pets? Because they are very quiet, they are very calm, and all of that. You can actually use a Dutch rabbit for the pets, but it depends on how you have trained them and how strong their genetics can adapt to them. Because sometimes rabbits see human beings as predator, and you get to be scared sometimes. So that's why you have to do the pet type breed and the meat breed. Thank you so much. We are not killing the livestock. We are making life better by bringing out a better meat source that is rich in protein. Rabbit meat is a lean alternative protein that is 20% higher in protein than beef and chicken. That's a lean protein, and the meat is actually very rich in protein because there is very low fat content in the rabbit meat. So if you have maybe a cardiac issue or any artery issue, or your cardiovascular system is having an issue, or you have issue with stroke and more of that, doctor will recommend rabbit meat for you because they are healthy. They help in fast tissue growth, and they help the cell to regenerate quickly, the body system can easily tap the protein because it's a very soft and tender meat, easily digestible. And anything you want to talk about the breast meat, the tenderness and the softness and how unique the rabbit meat is. when you barbecue it, when when you smoke it, you see the aroma coming from, and also they feed on fibrous feed, they feed on Megathysons maximus, Stylosanthus gracilis, Penisatum purpureum, and more of that, the guinea grass, elephant grass, Traders procumbens, and more of them. So those are natural feeds, and they are also rich in they feed on feeds that contain fiber, and their hindgut fermenter, they use their back system to digest food. They have a seeker that breaks this fiber into smaller components that make their body to be healthy, that is useful to their body to pick up those nutrients. So rabbits feed on natural stuff. They feed on cassava peels, and also some kitchen waste that does not have salt. So that is why we recommend rabbits meat for people. And most time in the laboratory we use white rats or rabbits for research, because they have a system that is quite close to that of human. They are monogastric, but some people say they are pseudo-ruminant, which is acceptable. They are caecotrophs, some people say cecotroph, and they are also they practice coprophagy, the process by which they feed on their feces. They ingest the nutrients that is cutting, that is left. Some fibers are in their poo. When they eat excess grass or when they eat excess food that has more fiber, they tend not to digest it to the last part. So when they now poo, they have to sometimes ingest when they don't have food or when they just feel like chewing on something. So rabbits are natural destroyers. More of the reasons why you should go into iron cages. When you make wooden cage for them, they sometimes feed on those wooden cages. They destroy the inner part, destroy it little by little, and you're going to see more of effect. So follow me, and I'll still be doing more of training, more of enlightenment about rabbit farming, and I would love to educate people. I want young people to go into farming and see the benefit of putting this lifestyle. Thank you so much. Bye.